All right, today we're looking at a shotgun microphone for your camera, DSLR, mirrorless camera. It's from a company called 7 Rims. It's the MinBo M2, and that's coming right up. So as we look at this little mini shotgun microphone for your DSLR camera or your mirrorless camera, there's one thing that I've got to address right off the bat, and that is the elephant in the room. This guy looks exactly like what? It looks just like a Deity microphone. Now, I am obviously not recording audio from this microphone right now. I'm actually recording with my Deity microphone. Just to kind of give you a little idea, this looks suspiciously like the Deity D4 Duo. Now, this one has two capsules, forward-facing capsule and rear capsule. It gives you the ability to use forward-facing only or a stereo pattern where you've got front and back microphones recording at the same time. I'm going to suspect, because I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm going to suspect that it's going to break the audio signal. Left is going to be front microphone, right will possibly be rear, or vice versa. You know, I wish that I could compare it to the Deity D4 Duo, but I don't have one. Deity, are you listening? So let's stick this on this Canon M50 and see how she sounds. So now with a quick little audio comparison of the built-in microphones on a Canon M50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's check out the 7 Rims. All right, so now quick little audio test with the 7 Rims MinBo M2. Now right now it's with the forward-facing capsule set only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I've got my GoPro Hero 9, and you're probably wondering why, because I want to give you what it sounds like off axis with the front capsule going all the way around the camera. So we'll start recording here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the rear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the side again. And once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the front. Now we're going to go bi-directional. All right, now we're going to do this audio test with the bi-directional set on this 7 Rims MinBo M2. So I've got it set front capsule and rear capsule. So a quick little audio test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the side of the camera, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the rear of the camera, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the side of the camera again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once again in front of the camera, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now a lot of you know out there that I'm 6'6", and you're probably wondering, well, how in the world you got this camera set up so high? I'm actually using the IFootage Cobra 2. It is made out of carbon fiber. It's got 3 feet on the bottom that you can either fold up or change the angle a little bit or use it as a strict monopod. Right now I'm using it as kind of a tripod setup. And if you see that I'm 6'6", what I'll do is I'll actually extend this all the way up so you can see how far that it actually goes. So now it's set at its highest length. It's directly over my head, just so you can get a little comparison view of how tall that this monopod really is. And considering that it's made out of carbon fiber, it's very lightweight for its size, but built like a tank. Great clasps on it. It's got the Komoto K5, very fluid head mount up on top. Let's get this back down where it belongs. Okay, so now I've got the forward-facing capsule back on, and yes, I am using dead cats. I've actually had to do this video twice. I brought the camera set up out here, did the audio test, realized there was just enough of a breeze to where it gave it a lot of wind rumble across the microphone. And okay, now we're using a Canon M50 with the 7 Rims MinBo 2 microphones. And I figured, well, let's give this a fair comparison, put the dead cats on there so that we could see what it really sounds like outside. Now, I know there's going to be some people that say, well, it's not a 20 to 20 pickup on the frequency range. This one's 60 hertz up to 20,000 hertz. But, you know, my voice does not go down to 20 hertz. And that's kind of a good thing in a way for this microphone, because it cuts out some of that low hum rumble that you can pick up from some of the audio, where it could be from an air conditioning unit or a ceiling fan or the fans on your computer. It all just depends. The thing that I really like about this 7 rims is the fact that it is bi-directional. Now, if you've been watching this channel at all, you know that I like the Movo. That VRX10 is a great little budget microphone, but whenever I use it and I'm out and about and I'm trying to film something and I want to catch my audio from behind the camera, I actually have to unscrew the cold shoe, move it around, face the rear, and then when I'm done, face it back around. So in a vlogging setup or even in a interview type setup, it's nice to have 2 microphones, forward facing and rear facing, and that's one of the key things I like about the 7 rims. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to take this footage, take it inside, stick it in the computer, see how does it sound. Does it sound good? How was the pickup pattern going all the way around with just the forward capsule, and also the pickup pattern with it in bi-directional mode? Then we'll talk about my final thoughts about this microphone, where you can buy it or where you can't buy it, and I'll talk about that in a second. Let's take it inside. All right, now since I did make a little comment about the Movo, I figured let's do a quick little comparison test between the Movo VRX10, which is right now mounted on top of the Canon M50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we'll switch over to the 7 rhymes. Okay, so now I've got the 7 rhymes MinBo M2 on top of the Canon M50. Quick little audio test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so after listening to the Movo VRX10 compared to this 7 rhymes, I think, in my own personal opinion, now I am not an audio engineer or audio expert, and I have done nothing to the audio in this video in post-production at all. What you hear is what you get. But to me, the Movo sounded a little bit fuller, a little bit richer. But that's not to say that the 7 rhymes microphone was a bad sounding microphone. I do like the fact that it's got very nice build quality on the microphone itself. It's made out of metal. It is shielded. I like the fact that you can choose between microphone capsules, either just forward facing only or have it in a bi-directional pickup pattern where the front capsule and the rear capsule pick up. I like this little Rycott type shock mount. I'm a little bit, you know, like I mentioned earlier about the elephant in the room, how much that it looks like the Deity D4 Duo. And upon a little bit further research, because I've never heard of 7 rhymes before, it comes to find out that 7 rhymes is actually Comica. So, or Comica, whichever way that you pronounce it, but apparently it is the same company. Now, maybe Comica is branching off and trying to rebrand themselves, or maybe it's a different offshoot of the company where they're coming out with specifically tailored equipment, audio equipment for consumers. It could be. I'll put a product link or a link to their website in the description below, and I'll also put a link to the Movo VRX10, which is the one that I personally like. But there's nothing wrong with this microphone. It's not as, like I said, it's just, to me, to my ears, it doesn't sound as robust and as full sounding as what the Movo does. But the fact that you get, when you actually do it in bi-directional mode, it's not one channel is front, one channel is rear. They're both stereo. So both capsules are activated at the same time. It is, you know, I don't even know how much the thing's supposed to be, which is kind of shocking, I know, because, you know, a company sends me a product and there's no information regarding on where to buy and how to buy it and how much it's going to be. So hopefully, if I find an update, I will update it in the first comment and I'll pin up the comment to show where you can find this. Until then, it's a nice little microphone, nice little package, comes in a nice little container, Comes with the 2 wind muffs for the forward-facing and rear-facing microphone. It's a nice little product. Like I said, it looks suspiciously like the Deity D4 Duo. And I don't know if that's a little bit of copycatting going on, because, you know, Rode has always been the #1 microphone when it comes to a little shotgun microphone for your DSLR or mirrorless cameras. And Deity has really made a name for themselves, especially over the last 2 years. And I just wonder, maybe they're trying to ride that train and make this 7 Rhymes microphone look just like that Deity D4 Duo. Definitely a copycat on the forward-facing and rear-facing, but then again, you know, that's going to happen, I guess. So that is it for this microphone, and I will see you in the next review. Bye-bye.